You don't want an easy life. You want a meaningful life. And let me explain what I mean. So today, I pretty much didn't have any work to do because the things that needed to move forward in my company were dependent on other people. So as long as those people know what needs to get done and move them forward, I pretty much didn't have a significant task to work on, and nor am I going to go out of my way to find random tasks just to work on, just to do stuff for the sake of it. So I ended up pretty much having the entire afternoon free, and I was like, okay, well, I'm here in Brazil. I'm gonna go for a hike, which is great, which is nice. I love hiking, right? In the middle of the week, I'm getting to go for a midday hike. It's wonderful. Yet, a small part of me inside feels a little bit dead, and this is a funny feeling. I used to have this feeling all the time. So right now I'm in Florianopolis, Brazil. I actually used to live here in 2021 during the pandemic, and at the time I had a remote job helping this marketing company with like appointment setting, email outreach basically. And it was a super easy job. I mean, I pretty much batched everything, finished everything before midday. I went to the gym, and then I would have nothing to do. And while that may sound like a dream job on paper, at least for a person like me who seeks more than just, getting the basics done, doing the least possible, a person who seeks growth and reaching his potential, for me that job was incredibly unfulfilling. Yes, I was paid. Yes, I could basically take off all my afternoons and evening and just do whatever the hell I wanted to. But it was incredibly unsatisfying and unfulfilling to the point where after about a year, I pretty much sabotaged myself out of that job because it was awful. Like on the spiritual, emotional side, I was basically dying. And for the longest time, I couldn't actually put words to that feeling of like, why do I feel so awful? Even though I have no work to do, I can just go play, I can just go outside, I can go, hiking, I can do stuff in the middle of the day that most people can't do, right? I'm escaping from my work, which is what most people want to do, yet why do I feel so awful? And now, almost 4 years later, I can finally put it into words. And the word that I use now is meaning. Meaningful or fulfilling. I would say those are the two words that basically mean the same thing. Now, what do I mean by this? Like if you do a thought experiment and all of a sudden money wasn't an issue and you could just do whatever you wanted with your life for the rest of your life. A lot of people think they'll just like sit on the beach or do nothing. A lot of retired people actually run into this conundrum. And you'll realize very quickly that life gets very exceedingly boring and unfulfilling. You just constantly feel this like emptiness, this lack of something, this discomfort, this, what's the fucking point? Like, what's the point of waking up? There's no vigor, there's no reason, okay? And, a lot of people, like for example, retired people, do a few things. They end up filling their time with just useless shit like cleaning their house or random side projects or beating some video game or whatever. Or they try to do something fulfilling like charity work or working for the teachers parent association, and that can be fulfilling, but I think it's very small because it's just it's not that hard. It doesn't require that much input or effort, and the rewards are not that great in terms of the emotional output. And so pretty much people are constantly looking for something fulfilling. That's why people want like a fulfilling job. But even if they don't have a fulfilling job or they don't realize they want something fulfilling in their life, they're just filling their life with busy work, which is their job that they don't enjoy anyways. So as long as they don't have enough time to think about it or to feel that emptiness, then they don't feel bad, right? So, then it doesn't really matter, right? There's nothing to, they're not missing anything because they're just numbing the pain. So that kind of brings me to where I am today, where I actually have a very meaningful life full of, work that contributes to something greater than me. Let's check out this amazing beach here for a second. My work, coaching, and helping people every day is incredibly fulfilling. It's filled that gap that I was looking for back in 2021 in a job that's fulfilling, right? And the funny thing is today, that having being stripped away from me, being like, hey, there's actually nothing significant, nothing important for me to work on today, it actually feels kind of awful. I'm like, damn, dude, that missing void again, that feeling again of, what am I here doing? I'm taking a hike, it's relaxing, it's beautiful. But not having something significant to contribute to, not having something significant reason for me to live this day is wow, once again, that empty feeling. And so, not that I feel upset about it today, I'm more so just noticing it and realizing how far I've come from before and putting a word to it, putting a word to this phenomenon that I think most people haven't solved in their life. Most people are looking for something to make them feel that fulfillment, that meaning. Right? And I know for me, this isn't going to go on every single day. This is just a temporary thing because I've constructed my life in a way such that I play the infinite game of giving value, helping people, growing on a daily basis. And so, it just happens to be today that the needs of the company and the mission don't require me to be actively doing some sort of hands-on task, even though I'm still thinking about it in the back of my mind. But it's just interesting for me to meditate on the feeling that, wow, oh, now that I feel this feeling again, it doesn't feel good. I don't like it. I don't like it. And so, yeah, for me, the optimal way to live life is not to find the easy path or the path of least resistance or the job that'll require you to work the least so that you can just fuck off and play around. The optimal path is the path that is the most rewarding, that's the most fulfilling, that helps the most people, that contributes the most, that makes you grow the most. And in the process, you got to work hard, you got to put a lot of effort, you got to evolve, you got to challenge yourself, you got to grow. It's hard work towards a meaningful goal that we humans find fulfilling, not no work towards no goal. That is not a meaningful life. So I do not look forward to a day where I have nothing to do, where I have nothing to work towards, where I have no stress or responsibilities. I don't look forward to that day. I look forward to every day waking up and having an aim that's meaningful, creating something larger than me, an impact that, challenges me and helps other people and makes this world a better place, and thereby creates meaning and basically this spiritual need being fulfilled within my life. So that's my little takeaways today on you don't want an easy life, you want a meaningful life. If you don't know what that means, try it. Try an easy life. Go rent a hotel on the beach for 3 weeks and see how you feel. It's not fun. It's also not fun to have a job where, your work is overly demanding but also not meaningful. That's not fun. What you want is work, projects that contribute to something greater than you and are meaningful and ideally make you money, because if you're bringing value to people, why the fuck would you not be making money from that? Let's look at this beach again. It's just beautiful. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.